A child of sun, soil, sea. In university, I came across Marcus Garvey's quote, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." I asked myself, what was my history, my origin, my culture? In the month of May, Heritage Month, I was born. Like any other child, I was asked, "What is your name? What does it mean?" Nekesha is my first name, but what it meant? I searched for meaning, but never found an answer. Just a deafening silence that over time was blocked out with the noise of life. My last name was my roots. I just didn't know it until one hot, burning summer afternoon. A camp counselor asked me about my last name, and as cheeky as any other 14-year-old would have, I told him that I didn't know any other people with the last name Holdipp. In fact, I think my family just dropped out the sky. He laughed. That is a British name. Since he was British, who was I to argue? But my soul began to feel emptier. I'm not British. My parents were not British. The question of where my roots were resurfaced. The search began again, this time through conversations. I thought about my family tree. I always knew my mother was not from Bermuda. She spoke about her home country, Nevis, and how she came to live in Bermuda. My uncle mentioned something about my mother's grandmother being a descendant of an enslaved African. But my last name? What's its heritage? My questions landed me in Barbados, the country of my father's grandfather. My father's mother was from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, though born in Jamaica. Her parents were missionaries. I started asking myself, can I be proud to be Bermudian when my roots are so shallow? I felt like a casuarina just knocked over in the latest hurricane, not a Bermuda cedar whose roots are firmly planted. Over time, I began to better understand that my heritage was like seeds uprooted from their native soils, blown across the Caribbean Sea into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Nourished by Bermuda's radiant sun, a traveling seedling grew into a firmly rooted tree that in the month of May, Heritage Month, bore a fruit called Nekesha. What does my name mean? A child of the sun, soils, and the sea. A cultural mosaic of migration. What is in your name?